106. And I would be coming to you today from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, a place I have never been to in my life until arriving here last night. And I will be here all weekend. The reason, Monsters on the Mountain, a spin-off of the Monsters of Rock cruise. If you are a longtime listener, follower, you know that the Monsters of Rock cruise is a 80s themed rock cruise that I've hosted every single one of for over 10 years now, I believe. And this is the first time that they are attempting to do a land-based event this weekend called Monsters on the Mountain here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, at a beautiful complex called the LeConte Center. A really big, very nice complex. And I've never been to this part of the country in my life, and I did not know what to expect coming in here yesterday, because I had envisioned, this area is called the Smoky Mountains, and I had envisioned that it was going to be very remote and very wooded and not see much, and maybe like the occasional corner store or whatever, and that was it. Completely not that. Now, I'm sure there's areas around here that are like that, but this is very much like, it feels like Orlando. Like, it completely feels a very touristy theme hotels. I mean, I had no idea that it was like this. It's beautiful. But I had envisioned this very remote, in the woods. You see nothing but a big cabin somewhere. And I know that is part of this as well. But where I am, right in Pigeon Forge, there's a Hard Rock Cafe on the corner. It's Orlando. It's very, very touristy and very much a family sort of destination place. The venue I'm in, again, LeConte Center, is a multi-use massive expo complex. And there is, right on the other side of the wall from me, a stage. And I'm sure throughout this show you're going to hear some guitars or some rattling or some drums or something, because I'm in a huge empty conference room. Again, due to where we're at still with certain protocols, I am unable to have guests and audience sitting in front of me. In a perfect world, I would be doing this show, and I'm looking at about 20 rows of chairs with a live audience and taking audience questions on the mic and all those things that I've done in the past, especially on the cruise. Right now, still not in a position to do that, so I'm literally sitting in a huge empty room by myself, getting ready to talk to you on the phones for a Free-for-All Friday. But right on the other side of the wall is a massive stage that is being set and sound checked now. And this event kicks off tonight and runs through Sunday, of a bunch of great rock acts, predominantly 80s themed stuff, although there's some other things in here as well. And they are all getting ready to play, and this event officially kicks off very, very soon. There was a pre-party event last night at the Hard Rock that myself and my That Metal Show partners, Don and Jim, did some stuff at, and also John Corabi performed at, and Mark Evans from a band called Heaven's Edge performed at. So that was like a pre-party deal, and then it really happens and starts kicking off tonight. With Vince Neil headlining along with Night Ranger. Kix also on the bill. Steve Whiteman from Kix was on my flight here from D.C. actually yesterday. Kingdom Come playing today as well, some of the featured performers. Tomorrow, Tesla headlines along with Winger, Firehouse, Pat Travers. Pat is kick-ass, man. There's a little 70s vibe for you with Pat. Slaughter on Sunday, George Lynch on Sunday, Vixen, Bullet Boys on Sunday, original lineup there. Randy Hansen on Sunday. Randy does that Hendrix tribute, which is just amazing. So a little more 70s flavor. And then as far as some newer bands, younger bands also spiked in, which is great to see. The band Liliac, who have been making the rounds, they are on the bill. And I'm just looking at the rundown. A few other acts here as well. So a couple bands I don't know who they are, but that's always cool, that discovery as well. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun weekend. My first time ever here, my first time ever at this venue, and the first time the Monsters of Rock Cruise team has put on a land event. And we'll see how it goes coming off of this very first one this weekend. But that's why I'm here to host this and to spend the weekend here. Now, there's a lot of other important things to tell you about in terms of this show and upcoming stuff. And one that, and it is Free for All Friday, so we're going to get to your calls here in just a second. 844-686-5863, 8446-VOLUME. All your calls about anything in rock coming up. But things to take care of at the top. First of all, I hope you enjoyed the interview yesterday with Kevin Shirley, that brand new producer spotlight. It